Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Oh, what the hell's going on here? Here we go. There we go. We're live. Here we go. There we go. Right. Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. All 4 of you watching now. Thanks for being here. What does it tell me? It doesn't tell me how many people are watching in this. Right, so this is Meld Studio again, as previous ones. Failed to open audio track. Something went wrong. No, that's all good. Hey, yeah, Cody's here. We all thought Cody was going live tonight. And then it was 2 hours to go. Then we're all getting ready. We're all pumped up. We're all making messages. And next thing, oh, hang on, 24 hours to go. What's wrong here? What's wrong? And then Cody put that post up on YouTube. And what have I got that locked off? G'day, Robbo. Hey, so we don't have any problems tonight. Looks like he can comment without any problems without having to pay me money. Well, that's good. So the only problem is now, how do I share my screen? Right, that's one thing I gotta learn. This is a big learning curve. This is just a test. In fact, over the canvas here, this one here, I'm gonna add a layer. I'm going to put in a text box which needs to be bigger. Here, go to the inspector. I'll be with you in a minute, guys. So TE is testing Meld STUDIO. Right, so let's make that bigger. Let's make that 200. Right, there we go, just above my head, and we'll give it a bit of colour. Instead of white, we'll go red. We'll go green. Testing Meld Studio. We'll move that there, and we'll add a background colour like that. How's that? Like that? Righto. Done. We'll lock that off, and we'll lock the browser off. I'm happy with that because. Right, I'll go back into the chat here. Yeah, Robbo, it might have been a mistake on my part. I might have accidentally set it to members or something. I don't know. It was something I did wrong. I can see your chat now. I can see everyone's chat because I made sure anyone can comment. I can easily go in here and remove the chat, put them in timeout, all that sort of stuff. I don't know what platform you're using right now, Robbo, whether you pay for it or you don't. Both G and I do pay for it currently, but that's coming up to an end in November. And a lot of the platforms out there just don't cut the mustard as far as I'm concerned. Like right now, I'll just make sure. Yep, I am streaming in 4K from here because these cameras up here, the cameras there and that one over there, they're both from the same company, Insta360, and these will do 4K. Even though it is a little bit grainy on close-up sort of stuff, it's still 4K quality. And anything that I put on here, like if I show, like when I click on the intermission, like this here, you're watching that in 4K. It takes a little bit there's a little bit of delay in terms of what you see and what I see.
Drop it down a whisper, mate. That's it, go back. Very slowly, she's coming. Yeah. Just have to look at the front of the box when they do.
Yeah, right. So, okay. Robbo, do you pay for that at all? Yeah, Styles, it does, and that's one thing I've been looking for a long time. Talk Studio and others that you pay for they restrict on your bandwidth, even though it's possible to, a lot of places have the ability to stream in 4K. What you're seeing on screen is many years ago now, at least 5 years ago, when we started, maybe 6 years ago now, when we started taking the steamroller apart. My dad's there helping. We still had the chook house.
There we go, folks. That was pretty good. Tender's off. I'll just go zoom in. There you go. Got better access to the back of the boiler now, and to assess the tender properly and work on it.
Anyway, we'll come back to me. Yeah, Robbo, that sounds about the same plan that that myself and G are on. Like I said, I just wasn't happy with the level of quality, and there really hasn't been a lot of improvements. And this is where this Meld Studio is really coming to fruition. Now it is in, they say it's a beta testing, but it's pretty damn good for a beta. And even if they do start charging for their streaming service, which probably some point they will, I wouldn't mind paying as long as it's reasonable. I think the streaming platforms out there and what they're asking you to pay is just too much. So but that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. Everyone's got their own thoughts on it. If what you're using works for you, that's great. I'm just looking to better what I'm doing. Like to up my game. Obviously, I got to get better at putting out content regularly, but if I can get this down pat, I'll be going live Thursday night on here using this software and actually doing something, go back to doing things in the shed again. So yeah, that's me, that's my opinion. Everyone's got the... Yes, Meld Studio is free. However, Robbo, I would recommend that you need to do a bit of research. You need to do a bit of research, and there is a bit of setting up involved and getting your head around. Talk Studio is easy. This is a little bit more involved. If you're going to do it, go watch some tutorials. There are people that have done tutorials. Meld Studio themselves have some great stuff out there. It's taken me a bit to get my head around this, I must admit, because I've had it for a while and I've had a bit of a play, and then I sort of dropped it, and then I've come back to it. So it is free, and that may change in the future. I don't know when. However, it's a pretty powerful thing. So definitely do your research, Robbo. It's not as easy as just point, like we do on Talk Studio. Definitely do your research on it. And if you are going to go that way, I'm sure I can help you out with some things, not everything. But that, like I said, that's just me. And maybe I'd like to overcomplicate things, but anyway, it is what it is. The main thing is you guys can all chat in there now, but however, in this chat box, so if I type in something like this, like hello everyone. Right, who else we got in here? Right. So I've just typed in hello everyone in the chat box here on the screen. It's come up, I see it here. But nothing's coming up over on the YouTube side of things. So even though everything's connected here, and I can make this bigger, and I don't know why it's not going to do it. I'm just going to look on my phone. So I'm pretty, like I said, I'm pretty happy with the way everything is. It's just the chat side of it. Like if I'm on my phone here, okay, so I can go, hi, like this, and send it, and it comes up as me over on the other computer. But Cody, good question, mate. I don't know. That's one thing I need to look at. You can put a text. You probably can, and that's something I need to look at. And that's one thing I thought of the other night. Right, so that where it says Mark Shed Talk and I put hi, that's off my phone. But once again, it's just in this thing down here. Now, all right, so this is all new. A lot of this is all new. So let's, okay, so I'm not getting that warning message. Let's go into YouTube. I'll do a quick search on YouTube. Go Meld Studio. Okay. Meld STUD Studio. Meld Studio ticker. Oh, some blokes live. So I did watch a thing from a guy 6 months ago, Meld Studio Beginner's Guide, 1 month ago. Search, right. Put streaming ticker. Streaming ticker. Yeah, Robbo. I thought you were monetised on YouTube. So Meld Studio do have their own YouTube page, so you can start there and it'll show you what to do. Oh, here we go. I wonder if I can share this with you guys.
However, they...
No, I won't play the ad. No, so maybe it's in transitions. Well, that's cut. Let's go back into there. Sorry guys, and this is a little bit right, okay. Righto, let me go into settings and just is it transitions? Smart guides, right? User interface. So what if I do that? Chat URL. Oh, okay, hang on a second. Pop out chat. Yeah, so I did see somebody do this. How can I put that? Copy, paste. Right, changes saved, okay. Let's, oh no, looks like you're using an older version of your browser. Huh? Really? How can it be an older version of the browser? Unless... Okay. About Google Chrome. Chrome is up to date. Okay, right. Chrome is up to date. So why won't it let me? Okay. What's that? Connection is secure, camera, microphone, reset permission, cookies, data, site settings, no. Okay, so what's that? Right, so let's see if this is going to do it again. Going to leave that chat there. Settings. Where was I? Look, g'day Pete, thanks for being here mate. You're not late, I'm just doing more testing with Meld Studio here and I'm just finalising a few things. Let's pay, Used custom. Paste. Changes saved. Oh, nope, okay. It doesn't like that. Righto. Right, okay, so Timu Man is here. So the only, like, everything else is good. I'm happy with everything except the chat. The chat is the problem. I mean, I've got it sorted out on the YouTube side. So like I said, I can go into YouTube and I'll go restore chat. And oh, I've upped the bit rate. I did get a warning. So it says Chrome is up to date, but this thing's telling me it says Chrome's up to date. Get help with Chrome, report an issue, privacy policy, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Righto. Okay, this is pop out chat, studio live, right, copy that. Let's copy. Oh, that's good, Pete. I'm glad you got Timu sorted, and hopefully you're getting some bargains on the way. Changes saved. Huh? No. No, it doesn't. It doesn't like that. Okay. Let's try it a different way. Let's try a different browser. Let's try a different browser. Hey, a question to all you smart people in YouTube land here. Let's try it a different way. Let's try. Right. Pop out chat. Righto. So it's not going to live. No, it's not going to do it. Participants. Becky, g'day Becky. If I didn't, right, for whatever reason, I can't copy and paste like I can. Righto. I do like that though. All right. Okay, so that's a little bit annoying. User interface. Wonder. Righto. Okay. All right. How are you, Becky? Thanks for being here. I'm just testing this software. This is Meld Studio. As you can see, I can do different things. It's almost 9 o'clock. Righto. Thanks everyone for being here. All right, I gotta do some more research. This is just driving me crazy, unfortunately. All right. Well, I hope. Oh, cool. Bit of a late dinner, eh, mate? Well, dinner's good. The other thing is too. In this chat here, you can go to like you can delete the comment. You can go to the person's YouTube channel, but you can't highlight it on screen like you can with, say, Talk Studio or others. And I don't know why you couldn't do that, but maybe... Okay, right, my issue, Peter? My issue is that there's a chat box on the right, like you normally would. In the software I'm using, if I type anything into that chat box, it doesn't come up in the chat on YouTube for whatever reason. And you also can't highlight somebody's chat and show it on screen. Oh, Cody, you and your chicken palmies. Oh, mate. I think we're going to have homemade ones or ones I brought from Coles or something like that. Yeah, so like highlighting a chat, all that sort of thing. See, I can't, if I go open, it takes me to Cody's channel, which is good. I do like that. But I can't, hang on, I wonder if I can show this, on screen then. I'll add a browser. Browser. Hang on. Let's do it a different way. Browser. Inspector. Right, where's that chat gone? Right, get rid of that. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Don't worry, I'm talking to myself. Right. Let's do that. Why not? Don't worry guys, I'm just talking to myself. I'll have it sorted in a second. Why do you do that every time? That's one of those quirks. Why, Delilah? Okay. Get rid of that. Oh, get rid of all of that. No. Right, let's try this again. Nope, wrong one. That's the one. Hey, there it is. Right. Right, only problem is, so now, right, so how can I, righto, let me play around with this. Right, so I've got the chat on screen, but the bigger I make it, right, I've got the chat on screen, but that's not exactly what I was sort of hoping for. Right, so I'm using a browser source to bring in the chat on screen there. So like I said, I can type something, but it won't come up like in the chat box on the right hand side for whatever reason. Yet if I go over to the computer and I can go, hi everyone, right, you see that come up. Yeah. Yeah. I really need to make it like I need to zoom it in sort of thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, don't want to do that. Whoops, wrong one. Oh, Jesus Christ, we've screwed this up. No. Oh, don't tell me I've got to reset everything now. I've zoomed in on myself for, that's too small, and that's too big. Oh, the fun of it all. Righto, let's redo this. God, no. Why is it that? Yeah, yeah, I'm overlaying the chat on the screen, Robbo. I'm trying to work out a way of, you've got me on the big screen on your TV, that's pretty dangerous, mate. I wouldn't be doing that. Yeah, you're right, Pete. I could probably do that. Oh, hang on. Maybe that's what I should try and do. Now, is that going to reflect on there? I don't think so. No, you can, I'm using the pop-out chat from Google, and I've just copied and pasted that into the browser application that's on here. That's how I've got the chat on the screen. But because I zoomed in, everything's changed and it's just all over the place now. So I'll get rid of that. In fact, I'll delete it. And I'll just use the pop-out chat there. I'll resize that. And that's going to work just as well. Right, like so. And I'll be able to chat and say, hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching WAT. And that works. You know, it's not the answer I was looking for, but it works. So this chat thing, I got to do a bit more research on that. I said that last night, but with the way I've got it set up now, we can start a poll and go, what are you doing? And we'll start a poll, and you see that on screen, and I can end that poll. I normally use Chrome, but Meld Studio is a download for either Windows or Mac OS, and it's very similar to OBS because you're a bit of a OBS aficionado, Pete. So it's very similar. There are some slight differences. It can't do, I would imagine it can't do everything that OBS can do at this moment, but it's looking really good. So if all else fails and this doesn't work, and then I'll start using OBS maybe. Like Robbo, I don't want to keep paying for something that's substandard, and I feel that the streaming platforms out there and what you've got to pay is just way too much, because it's all US based, US dollars, and you either got to pay a monthly fee. I think me and Robbo are very similar. We're paying $14 a month. But that's obviously going to go up, and there hasn't been very many changes to the actual platform. Now, Talk Studio is a part of Streamlabs, and I do have the Streamlabs app on here. I would imagine a lot of these things are all very similar, and it's just a case of using what's available to you. Streamlabs, I think, is quite involved. It's maybe now I've played around with this, I could try using Streamlabs, but I just want to use one and stick with it. So the other thing is too, it's either going to be, at the moment, it's either going to be this camera, or I'm going to flick over to the bench cam or the lathe or whatever it is. I did answer that, didn't I, Peter? Normally I would use Chrome, Peter, if I haven't already said that. And this is not really getting anything done. So when I'm doing the lives, it'll either be like this on the lathe, or there on the bench, or in front of the computer. So it's just this damn chat that I want to sort out. And I just have to, like I said, I just got to research into it. That's for sure. But back to me, this is live. And I can bring this up. No, I can't. Yeah, you're probably right, Peter. And I haven't spent a lot of time with it. Oh, that's why. Right, there we go. So I can do overlays like this. This is, I've talked about this before. This is the Fowler Steam Plough Works photo. And yeah, let's just get rid of that for a moment. This is just crazy. They're the icons. Oh, I see. Right. Okay, righto, there we go. Happy days, I'm back to it. Right, I'll lock it down. And yeah, so should put that in a different position, shouldn't I? This thing will give you lines on where to line things up. Yeah, you're right, Peter. I know OBS gives you total control, and in saying that, this gives you. This is very similar to OBS, I must admit. A lot of people are switching over it, but like a lot of things, when something new comes on the market, people will switch over to it. Then they'll go, "Oh, I'm switching back to over." You know, somebody will put out there's a bunch of people that go, "Oh, look, I'm switching over to this because it's great, it's easy to use, blah, 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 blah." And then they'll default back to whatever they're using, OBS or whatever. You know, it's just... Oh, excuse me. It's just whatever is going to get views for people. And that's what it's all about. And for some of us, I just want to do me... I need to find an alternative that's not going to cost any money to doing live streams, and I want to do it in 4K. At the moment, this is working. I just got to nut out a couple of things, and if it doesn't work, yeah, I know it's free, and I do have OBS on this computer, and I haven't. This could be, okay. Yeah, I haven't spent enough time with OBS, and I've only just started working with this, and maybe I should look at OBS, but for the meantime, I'm going to use this and see if I can nut it out. If I can't nut it out, then I'll talk to you about OBS, because I know you're a bit of a aficionado on OBS, and a lot of people do use it, and it works fine for them, and yes, everything is customizable. And but so far, having the tutorials out there has been fantastic. And yes, there is tutorials out there to there is tutorials out there for OBS, both of these. So personal preference, that's what we're going with. So, but, no, you can. I'm not worried about you harping on, Pete. I know you got the best. You send out. You give the best intentions from your experience, and that's great. So yeah. Anyway, what else can I do? What I need to do now is load up some more videos so I can pull those in without any problems. Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll have to look into it. Well, this is the same. This took a bit of planning to get it right. I'm happy with how it is now, and I can add, remove these little icons. I can turn them back on. I can do overlays and all that sort of stuff. I know you can do all that in OBS, but so that's the browser. That's oh, there we go. That's right. That's this guy. I do have the browser set up. This is an interesting guy. He's got a stream coming up soon. In fact, he may already be live. He talks about railways and things like that. It's not a bad little yeah, this guy's an interesting guy. Another guy from South Australia, and all these guys from South Australia that are turning up on my feed. I don't know what's going on. It's a real problem. I thought he was live tonight. Maybe it's tomorrow night. Anyway, right, let's turn. So that browser, I can stick anything in that browser, any YouTube channel or whatever. Back to me, and we can overlay photos and things like that. I can go back to, I can easily click back to the thumbnail, and then I can, start streaming. Or so, yeah, the switching is doing it manually. I don't know if you can do it automatically in OBS. Peter? So yeah. Anyway, look, that's it. I've been blabbering on enough now. I appreciate you guys tuning in, taking your time. Tomorrow night, Cody will be live. Go check out his channel for a bit of tomfoolery and a few food reviews, that sort of stuff. Robbo, I think you're going to be live tomorrow night. Yeah. Becky, thanks for tuning in. Peter, appreciate you. And I don't think the G-Meister was in tonight, but that's all right. He popped in a bit other time. He's doing some other stuff, getting himself all sorted out, which is good. And yeah, thanks everyone for the support that you give me. And we'll see you in the next one. I probably will do another test live stream because it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We've got Emma. She may be doing a Tuesday night CAD thing. Thanks, Becky. You have a good one too, mate. Then her usual Wednesday, then me on Oh, okay, Robbo, no worries. I'll be at work, so I probably won't catch you. I'll be on the road then. If I do, I'll be just watching. But anyway, hope you have a good time tomorrow. Thanks for coming in here and commenting and chatting away. But anyway, that's it, folks. I'm out, and I'll play the usual outro and leave it at that. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye for now.
Whistle.